Hi Wayne, I just thought I'd make a short video for you to show you exactly where to get to the place. I don't know what the chances are that they'll be putting it up there again after they've noticed that I took it off. But anyway, I thought I'd make a brief little video for you that you can maybe fast forward or forward to them, just to show them how to get to the place. And the very first thing you do is to go through this gate right at the top of 9th Avenue. This waterworks gate where you can walk through on the left hand side. Once I'm through it and I'm at the railway line, I'll record again. One could turn left here if you wanted to, and then walk along the side of the fencing here and then onto the railway line if you like. But to play it safe, technically wise, let's just go to the railway line and turn left on it, and I'll take it from there. Here, just before waterworks, let's turn left onto the railway line, and it won't be very long. It's not really that much of a long walk, and we should be at the place. Technically one shouldn't actually be on the railway line, so just keep a close eye and listen for the power van. There is a trail that runs parallel to the railway line just above here. One can walk there as well, but I'm just going on here to make sure that you know exactly where I am, and I'll show you the sort of landmark, if you want to call it that, once I'm at it. Maybe about another 300 meters perhaps. I've noticed this weird kind of entrance here on the right hand side, but I haven't actually seen anybody sleeping. It may be the entrance that was used by a boslaper that clearly used to stay at the top inside there, when you can see it's been broken down ages ago and that there's nobody living there now. So go past that and just carry on for a little while, maybe about another 100 meters, and we'll be close to the little stream. I wouldn't call it a river, let's call it a stream. It sometimes runs dry, often runs dry if there's no rain. So it's not one of those that runs permanently. So they mustn't necessarily look out for one where there's water running. But it's the first and only one, the first and only stream that you get as you're walking along the railway line here. And we're not far, and then we're going to enter into the right hand side here. Right, this is where we're going to enter. It's hardly noticeable, it's not a clear entrance. The stream is about 30 or 40 meters further, going under the railway line there, and we are going to enter here. If you try and memorize this little particular spot, some thorns here, and then we go up here through these thorns, and there is, believe it or not, there is sort of a trail that leads up here. Looks like a bokkie may have been there, and this goes sharply up. This is like rocky and can be very slippery as well, so it is easy to slide here and go up here, there, 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 there. This goes up sharply. You can see people have used copper wire before, brought up copper wire to get out of these things here. And as you get in, the little piece of primitive trail becomes a bit more open. You go up here, and then first let's turn left. This trail also goes to the right here, where I found the other three. The reason I came here was for the water. One of the snares was around this tree here, and you look carefully, you can see there's a bit of a trail here, maybe mainly used by baboons. Second snare was against this tree. And if you go a little bit further, not that it matters today, this is not the case, then you see this little stream, then you know you're in the right place. I might be tempted to just go and have a look on the other side, but there's not a particularly openish trail that is as open as this primitive one here. But anyway, if you get to this water, you know you're at the right place. Now we're turning back here and we can head towards the cliff, if you want to call it a cliff, that goes around Waterworks reservoir, one of their reservoirs. We came from here. Let's just carry on a bit here, and you can't go too wrong if you're going along here. This is where I decided to continue and see if I can find any other snares, and where I found 3. So I'll stop the recording in the meantime, because you can't go too wrong if you just look carefully for this trail. It's probably used by baboons. This is the place I was talking about, where one can clearly see some another bosslaper obviously used to sleep. I know what places look like when they're busy sleeping there, and what places look like when they used to sleep here. Had there been a tent up here and everything looked fresh, obviously my first suspicion would have been this person, but nobody's living here. I might bring a friend or 2 of mine, bring some black bags up and just come and clean up here, providing it's okay. I mean, I know this is supposed to be municipal ground, but if I can volunteer to try and help and look out for more, including another piece of forest that's on the other side of Denneoord, I will be more than happy to do that, and take off more snares I possibly find. You never know, maybe I will. If one carries on here, you can either go along here, or you can go along the further top, and what you get is a cliff where the baboons are so regularly. In other words, the baboons are quite close here. They live, this is one of their favorite areas. They sometimes move to the other side of Denneoord, sometimes, but not often, that side of Denneoord, but most of the time they're in the top, all along, spread along here. So anyway, that's basically in a nutshell where I found them. Of course, who knows if the person will put it up again if he sees that they were all taken off, and he's perfectly aware of the fact that somebody knows about it now. The other problem is, even if I try and take your advice, and he goes and puts up, here's another bokkie spoor here. Look at that. Right there, you may or may not see it. Another bokkie spoor. So there are bokkies. There are bokkies here. It doesn't help one pulls one snare to make it look like there was a bokkie, but you leave the other ones, for instance. And then if you're going to pull all the ones, then it's also obvious that it was a person. But fortunately, if I can help, I'll be happy to. I don't want to hassle you, but you're welcome to stay in contact, because I've got a lot of time to myself, and I've been in and out and on top and the bottom of this mountain over the past 26 years. So I hope this video helps. I'm on my way back now. I'm going to head back down to the railway line. You can still see a sort of a trail, but not the way it would look if people were living here. I know what a trail would look like if people came here every single day towards some tent or some scaling that they're living in. I'm sorry to say this, but bosslapers are dirty people. I've yet to see one, except for Marcus. Marcus is a bosslaper. He's a tidy guy. But Carl is out. He's not in the mountain anymore. He was very dirty. Gary, I haven't seen for a long time. He seems to be out of the mountain. And then there's another guy whose place I haven't found yet, but I may just find it. So anyway, we go along here and back down we go, back down to the railway line and back left again. Hope that helps. I hope it shows exactly where it is. Here's this cross that somebody decided to draw here. Certainly if you see this crossing, you know you're at the right place. Hope I did the right thing, hope it doesn't matter, and I hope it helps. And I'm pleasantly surprised, Wayne, at the follow-up. I really am. You sound like you're committed to also doing what one can with your resources, at least. Okay, we'll speak to each other at some stage. Cheers, Wayne.